Now, the story behind this sourdough is, so you can have bread one of two ways. You can have bread either with a starter or a yeast. Okay? So this is made with a starter. But the starter from this bread is 25 years old.
Oh, gosh.
So you have to keep feeding the starter about once every 10 days or something like that. And once you feed the starter, it will then continue to, you can make your bread from there.
And welcome back. We are in the Mazer kitchen with Thomas Cox this morning from Mealfit. And Thomas, we're making a panini today.
We are. This is the Southern twist on one of your favorites.
Yes. So I was telling Thomas, I grew up eating paninis in Cleveland, Ohio, in the Flats area. Right. Everybody, after you would go out, back when I was 20-ish, 25-ish or 21-ish, whenever you're in college, everybody would go out and then they would always end their night with a panini because it's a hearty, just delicious way to end your night.
Right. Perfect. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this going and we're going to talk about the bread that we're going to put this on. So we've got an egg, we're going to fry an egg, and we've got some turkey in here. Now, this is not your normal like sandwich meat turkey. This is fresh turkey breast that we've roasted, and then now we're going to brown it right here, but we've got this egg going right here. So let's talk about this bread that we're going to do it on. So typically it's Italian bread that you would do this on. But what we have here is we've got a sourdough. Now, the story behind this sourdough is, so you can have bread one of two ways. You can have bread either with a starter or a yeast. Okay? So this is made with a starter. But the starter from this bread is 25 years old.
Oh, gosh.
So you have to keep feeding the starter about once every 10 days or something like that. And once you feed the starter, it will then continue to, you can make your bread from there. So I got this starter from a great friend of ours in Tennessee, Donnie and Sarah Davidson. But what they do is they make this bread, 2 or 3 loaves a day, and they just give it to people. And it's just a blessing to people, and it's some of the best bread you will ever eat. It's absolutely wonderful. And so what we're going to do is we're going to get this going. Go ahead.
Okay, got you. I was going to say, so what are some of the ingredients in that bread?
It is flour, oil, water, sugar. That's it.
That's it.
That's all we've got. That's all we've got there. And so our egg and our turkey is done. And so now what we're going to do, we're going to take our knife and we are going to slice this bread. And
slicing the bread.
So then what we're going to do is we're going to put this on in our skillet and get a little char.
Okay, gotcha. So you've got the hot turkey. Now keep in mind, paninis, you can use turkey, ham, roast beef, any kind of lunch meat. And what's amazing is the layering of a panini. So you've got the coleslaw, the fried egg, the meat, the cheese. Normally it's used provolone, but you don't have to use cheese if you don't want cheese. Or you can use a different variation.
So what we're also going to do, Nicole, per research, is we're going to do some fresh French fries.
Yes.
We got some fresh French fries. We're going to layer on here, and then some made from scratch coleslaw, and it's going to stack up, be really, really tall, beautiful sandwich that you're going to just crush in about 20 minutes.
And if you don't want to use this kind of bread, we grew up eating them on like a thick Italian, soft, delicious bread too. So you can use whatever kind of bread, I guess. I would use something hearty though. That's the whole point of the panini.
Right. This is a thick bread right here. You obviously you can make it as thick as you want to because you're slicing the loaf yourself. And so we've got this right here. So this is ready. After we go from here, we're going to take this off here, and then we're going to take our pimento and cheese, and we're going to spread our pimento and cheese on the bottom
of the
piece of one of these pieces of bread. Okay. We're not going to be able to get finished with this right now. But
we're going to spread away.
We're going to spread this away. So, like you said, provolone.
You have a minute. You might be able to finish some of it.
Provolone is our classic
cheese
for this thing. But you know what? This is Alabama.
Yes, it's a Southern twist on the northern panini.
Southern twist. So we're going to layer our turkey. Like you said, I'm not a lunch meat guy. Like we're just not big lunch meat people, just simply because sometimes lunch meat can be processed, and so we try to avoid that as much as possible. Not saying that it doesn't taste good. It tastes amazing. So we're going to have our slaw on top of our turkey.
Look at this, guys. You got the palmetto cheese, you've got the hot meat, you've got the coleslaw.
And then I've got some hot fries in here that we're going to layer on top of here. I just pulled these out of the fryer just a second ago.
Now we put the hot fries on top.
And then we're going to take our fried egg. Now, I'm an over easy guy.
There's a fried egg. And then, okay, so you can use salt and pepper seasoning on this. And then back home in Ohio, you would use like a ranch dressing or chipotle, something like that to kind of drizzle over the top. Now, some people also use an oil and a vinegar because they like how it tastes with the French fries.
Yes. So we didn't do ranch. I think instead of doing ranch, we did the pimento and cheese because it's got a little bit of that mayonnaise look to us. But what we're going to do, there you go. What we're going to do is this. We'll cut this in just a second.
We'll cut that in a minute. We'll taste it. We'll talk more about Mealfit and how they can cater your next event just around the corner. And who wouldn't want this at their event?
Absolutely.
Don't go anywhere. We're talking about 2 local summer camps after the break. Plus, we got a snake in the studio. You're watching TOA. It's okay. He's not poisonous. He's got round eyes. We'll be right back. And we are back in the Mazer Kitchen with Thomas Cox from Mealfit. So we made the panini last time. Look how delicious this looks, y'all. Tell me a little bit about your catering business, Thomas.
Gotcha. So the catering aspect of what we do is really, really broad. We can do the corporate lunch for a pharmaceutical rep or a medical advice rep or any company, or we can do a private meal. We did a private meal for a group out down 280. Last week was 8 people. A lot of fun. I mean, it kind of ranges. We've done weddings. We only do about 6 or 8 weddings a year just because we put tons of effort into those weddings. And but we can do any range, any size. We have a meal for 2,000 people that we're doing in July, and we're doing one tomorrow for 450. So I mean, it ranges all over what we do. We did one yesterday for 11 people.
And tell me about different menu options besides obviously delicious sandwiches. What else?
Right, so our MO is healthy food. Obviously, this is not the highest thing on the list as far as healthy is concerned, but our MO is healthy food. We believe in making real food. So many things out there these days are processed just because of shelf life, just because of the financial aspect of people wanting to make food last a long time. And so we believe in making real food using real ingredients, hence bread, different things like that we use. So.
Okay, I love that. And how many weeks or months do we need to book in an appointment, so to speak, if we want something catered?
The larger the event, the longer it needs to be. Like, for example, we booked 2 events this week for the last week of July. Now, obviously, if you have something next week that 50, 60, 70 people, totally fine. So the range is, obviously, the smaller it is, the quicker we can do it. Turnaround's pretty quick. But we can do pretty much anything you guys need. Okay,
I'm glad you're dressed for Memorial Day already.
Exactly, I'm patriotic.
You're ready for it.
I'm ready for this weekend. We worked hard last weekend. We don't have anything planned this weekend, so me and the family are super excited. So.
You're gonna do something fun?
We are. We're going to a friend of ours' lake house and gonna hang out all weekend.
Okay.
So, yeah, gonna have a good time.
The lake life. Don't go anywhere. We're getting a live performance next from a local singer, songwriter. He's an award winner as well. Well, there he is. We'll be right back. And welcome back. We're in the kitchen. You can talk. I'm just going to eat, Thomas.
Well so we've got the panini here and final taste test, pimento and cheese, slaw, turkey, egg, fries. Get your hair out of the way. Okay. Never seen someone eat like that.
Look at this. You think I can get my mouth open this wide?
Just white dress. Just hold it over the plate.
This is a good 3-inch right here. Let me tell you.
And the fries hang out of her mouth, folks.
And worth it.
Better than Cleveland or as good as? I'll take as good as Cleveland.
That's good.
Awesome.
That's good.
Perfect. So
oh my goodness. Yep. This is a sandwich. How do people follow you?
Mealfit.co on Instagram, or ThomasCox141414 on Instagram, or on Facebook, or all over social media.
Okay, and they cater?
Absolutely, cater and meal prep. So big events or at your house.
Small events.
Yep.
This is so good, Thomas. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Make it a great day, and we'll see you at 9.